Hello.
Hi.
Hey!
Welcome back to Multiclassed. Got a couple of people down today, I'm afraid, due to various reasons. But we're still here. We're still here. I can hear myself twice.
Oh no, why is this?
Uh,
Where's it coming from?
I think it's coming through Vic.
I'm pretty sure it's Vic.
What?
Yeah, I think it might be.
Yeah, it's coming from Vic.
Vic, turn your volume down, you goose.
It's literally
going
the
well.
same!
Right. Don't have too many notifications today. Just as always, go and follow the Twitter, and if you want to catch up on the full story so far, please check out the command !story, and if you want to follow the Twitter !Twitter. Win likes posting on there a lot. Win is busy today, so he won't be posting as much. But yeah. Anyone else got anything to add today?
Did
No.
you already say no, Lily?
Yeah.
You
We
just said-
haven't got
okay.
we haven't got Lily or Win today. Lily is enjoying a holiday somewhere nice, and Win is enjoying his dad's birthday tomorrow.
Also,
Win is Heinvo and Lily is Taro, for the people that don't know. If you scroll
Yeah.
down, you see players, you see our actual names.
Correct.
To
And we have the
clarify that.
D&D Beyond add-on. It's that way for me because my camera's mirrored.
and also First VOD is coming to YouTube later.
Yes, first VOD coming to YouTube soon.
Later this week,
Thank you.
this evening. I'll try to get it.
Ask him
All right.
when
In that
comes out.
case, last time, you were all escorted out of the keep of the Lord Garrus in Eriste by a bounty hunter called Straneth, who has been trying to track you down over the past couple of weeks, unsuccessfully on a couple of occasions. As he left, he had another problem come up and had to let you free, as to not cause a scene in the middle of this busy street. You then went about your own shopping business, buying cabbages and selling metal braces, and failing to get a loan. After that, towards the late evening, you all noticed some billowing smoke in the sky, and made your way back to Bongo's origin, the magical mausoleum, which was set ablaze, and a collection of impish figures were outside igniting things on fire. You made battle with them, which turned for the worst. Many of you being knocked unconscious several times, and Taro even losing her life, before a mysterious hooded figure came in and used some magical powers to help assist the team before muttering some words to Taro and sprinting away. You managed to fend off the last couple of imps. A few managed to escape into the flaming building. But now we return to the scene of this scorched, blazing courtyard in the middle of the old district in Eriste.
What the bloody hell was all that?
Can I stumble onto my feet and like look around, see if I can see the hooded figure? Like, or something?
Roll a perception check.
Can. 14.
You look around. Doesn't seem to be a sign of the figure anywhere.
I did recognize them, right? Like, I recognized the cloak?
Yeah, it was pretty obvious to you who it was, yeah.
Okay. My cloak was my cloak was burned, right? Because of the fire monsters. I want to like touch my face mask, and on accident, cast mending on it.
Certainly. So as you kind of raise your hand, you feel this weird, strange surge of power you hadn't had before in you, and slowly the fibers of your mask manage to weave together once again, as if they hadn't been burned in the first place.
What the actual fuck? Okay. That is weird.
That's a cool trick.
Yeah.
Could you do that
Um,
for my pants?
I can try.
My jeans were just burnt.
What is going on?
I
Jack is
can.
still in the fountain holding the water skin. She's not registered the flight's over. She's just stood there.
Can I try to fix Chris's pants?
You
I
can
don't know.
certainly try, yeah. You kind of reach down and touch it, and there's a tiny little kind of
Oh, no.
square area of his pants slowly start seaming back and intertwining, and the burns, the ashes kind of flake off.
It's like
A very
just-
small area, but you
no
have fixed a
larger than
small
1
area.
foot in any dimension.
Okay, it's
Mhm.
not that bad. It's just a little bit bad.
Oh god.
Arrow is currently lying unconscious on the
Yeah,
floor.
I'm gonna stoop down,
after
pick her
waking
up,
Yeah.
and like basically wrap her up in the scarf and like hold her real close, like a
Mhm.
big hug. You
Just as
see-
a. Oh, sorry. No, I was just going to
Oh.
ask. I wasn't sure what whoever was playing me, what spell slots we've got and stuff.
You've got none. You
No.
started with none and you finish with none.
Oh, even with the
Okay,
extra.
Raspberry?
What about
Does
the
he have
level
one?
up?
Okay.
Well, you might have one actually. I think.
Yeah, I think I've got one spell slot, which. Oh, I can do it as a second level. Great. I'll look at Ravar will look at Rufus and he'll just say, "Bring her here. I can help."
Yeah. Yeah. I will pass by Shax, and go towards Ravar, who I believe is in the. Yeah. Go
You've
towards
all
Ravar.
kind of collected towards the center of the fountain at this point, we'll say.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case, yes. I just go straight to Ravar, and I will like take one little bit of the scarf off of her face, so it's like a cradled baby.
Oh.
Oh, feel free
Holding
to
back tears.
keep hold of her. I've not done this before, but it should work.
And instinctively, I just like pull her back slightly.
Yeah, I just no, it's okay. I wouldn't
Very
hurt her.
comforting, bro.
Dubiously, like leans her forward.
And I have got to touch her for it. So Ravar will very slowly like put like two fingers on her forehead.
See, Rufus closes his eye and swallows hard.
And I'm going to cast Cure Wounds at 2nd level.
Ooh. Certainly. So roll the healing for that.
I will roll
I'll
the healing.
note it down on.
It's not great.
arrows.
That is
It's
9
decent.
hit points.
That's decent.
Only because of the insane bonus I have to intelligence. It was actually only 4 with a +5. So
Alright, that's good. So,
While
yeah.
this happens, Bungo kind of makes his way to the middle of the courtyard and is like, "Everyone seems to be so calm all of a sudden. My workshop is still on fire."
Meanwhile, Shax is still just wide-eyed.
I want to
Very
shout.
happy.
At this point, many of the townsfolk have been started emerging from the houses, carrying buckets and various other kind of water-holding pails, and making their way over to the fountain and kind of lobbing water over the burning market stalls, and kind of just seeing all of the bodies
Did
that are
anyone
in
try
the
and
courtyards.
are any of these people trying to put out the house? The like shop?
No, mainly
that's
the
burning?
market stalls at this point. The shop at this point is heavily ablaze. It is
I think you can
Okay,
save
right.
a full house on fire.
Great.
But,
Alright.
Can I
I'm gonna
walk
just...
it has died down a little bit, as it has been burning for a while, but it is still rather.
Is the fountain still gushing water?
It is, yeah.
Okay, cool. Good to know.
Can I?
Taro does stir for a little bit, but a few of her burn marks and wounds seem to magically seal over, but she stays asleep for the meantime.
I'm going to
It's
I have some rope, I believe. Let me see. Okay, I'm going to take my rope, and I do have rope, don't I? Yeah. I'm going to basically try and fashion like when she's wrapped up in the scarf. I would like to try and basically use the rope to tie her to my chest or to my back. I haven't decided yet. I think I'll tie her like to my back so that I can just sort of carry her like a backpack and she can rest.
Probably need someone to position
Exactly,
her and all
yeah.
of that, but you
Okay,
can do that.
I'm gonna come
In the place of Herman.
That's true. I haven't.
What's with Herman? What's
I
happening
think
to
I'm not thinking
Herman?
about that just yet. I'm gonna ask Rayvar to like.
Forgot about Herman.
Yeah.
One
I'm
at a
gonna
time,
ask
guys.
Rayvar to help me fashion
Yeah.
this little carry thing.
Do you want to do it on your back or on your front?
I'm going to do it.
Like a baby.
I'm gonna do it on my back so that I can protect her better.
Okay. As I'm holding Taro as best I can, there's some words from Rayvar. You know, she's okay. She just needs to rest. It's fine. She's all right. You haven't got to worry.
Just shakily.
Trying to be as reassuring as possible.
Yeah,
It's easy enough to do. You manage to tie the rope around Tower a little bit and around your scarf and over your shoulders, and sits reasonably comfortably on your back.
I think it's at this point that I then look back at Herman.
Can I please?
Meanwhile,
Yeah,
Bungo
go
is...
ahead.
Shut up, please! I've been trying to say something. Can I
No.
walk to Shax,
Go,
please?
go.
You can talk to Shax, yeah.
Are you okay?
Jack just kind of just jumps. She's still got the water skin in her
Oh,
hands, and she just kind of just
It's
just
okay.
water spurts out.
They're gone. They're gone. Deep rest. It's okay. We're all fine. Everyone is alive. Are you okay?
I don't know.
Can you tell me what happened?
I don't know what happened. I don't know what.
Okay, do you want to go sit down?
Maybe, yes.
Is there a bench or something nearby?
There's kind of like inbuilt benches on the side of the fountain. There's no really other benches of sort.
Okay, yeah. I guide Shax to sit down on like one of the fountain benches.
Yeah.
Like the dry ones.
There's maybe one that is the driest.
We're going
this
with
point.
the driest one.
The driest one.
Bungo is just running around the courtyard trying to encourage the people with buckets to save
Please
his
lend me a
house.
bucket. Lend me a bucket.
Make a persuasion check. Actually, we'll go for that.
Persuasion or intimidation?
Persuasion.
That's how you want to do it.
Persuade people to help you.
15.
A couple of people look at you strangely, and then look back at the huge blazing fire, but a couple of them do pick up buckets and lend you one and start kind of like it's kind of like throwing a water drop into a bonfire, really. It's like it's getting there. Like they in like 5 minutes or so they managed to clear away the doorway of most of the flames, but it's a blaze that is
It's not gonna work.
it's out of control.
Shax. Where's Herman?
Would Shax be able to see Herman from where she's sitting?
Yeah, you look across the courtyard, across the giant pool of water that is still filling up from the spewing fountain, and past a few scorched stones off in the distance, and you can see a bent, melted pile of scrap and bolts on the floor in the courtyard that vaguely resembles the shape of Herman.
Oh. Is it big enough so I can use mending on it? Mend every single piece of it if necessary. Is that possible?
Mending.
I also have mending.
Everyone, work together.
I
Fix
do not have
Herman.
mending.
Mending is more of fixing a hole in a piece of
it's
wood.
it's
not
not it's not
mechanical
fixing
stuff.
completely rebuilding a puddle of metal.
Well,
Or him.
yeah.
Could you spare the
This is
dying?
from what you can see. That is what you can see at this distance.
Would
It's-
spare the
Spare
dying
the
work?
dying on Herman.
Spare the dying works on things that are not dead.
I guess Bongo's too busy also extinguishing the door.
Can I
mean,
go?
Yeah.
Can I go over to Herman and kneel next to him?
Mhm.
Pat him on his. Is his little cone-shaped hat still intact?
The shape of him is mainly intact. It's just like panels of him are either bent in or have melted and folded over, and like the glass in his goggle eyes you can see is smashed. The cone on top of his head is folded inwards heavily. The chimney has fallen off.
So, I'd like to. I suppose, like, imagine like the Lion King. I'm going to just like shake him slightly, see if he wakes up from just like a gentle nudge, see if that does anything.
Okay. There's a kind of rattling of loose pieces as you turn them over, but nothing really happens. You do catch the slight glow coming out of one of the bends in the metal.
Can I do an investigation check, I suppose, to see if that's anything that I
Certainly.
could use to try and help?
Ravar's going to start making his way over.
Okay, certainly.
I'm just gonna stay with Shax, trying to calm her down a little.
8. Kind of hard to see through all the mechanical broken parts, but there's something in there. You can't really tell what it is, but there's something glowing in there. But the rest of his inside is a mishmash of cogs and cables.
I think I've reached the limit of my knowledge. I'm going to bow my head. And didn't Herman draw us a little picture at one point?
Mm-hmm.
Do I have that?
I think Arrow had it.
I'd like to reach back and take it out of her little sack, and place it in his little hand, and then close his hand around it.
It'd be lovely if you
Before
accidentally found
standing
something else
up.
that Taro stole.
The picture is rather singed at this point, but it's
Yeah.
you can still.
Can I just carry Herman the rest of our adventure?
And I think I'd like to. Didn't he steal a necklace as well?
Yeah, he gave that all to Taro originally as
Yeah,
well. Yeah.
I'm going to also hang the necklace around his. Well, he doesn't have a neck, but around him. Then I will stand, take a deep, shaky breath, and basically, I think I'm going to just take Taro to a tavern at this point and kind of leave the party, at least temporarily.
Okay. So, are you heading back to the one you were in before, the upset goats?
Yeah.
Okay. So, you watch as this tall, sad Goliath wanders off with his buddy on his back and makes his way back to the tavern, you assume.
Is it possible for me to use one of my Pact Boon cantrips, Control Flames, to extinguish a 5-foot cube of fire out of the
Yeah, you could do that.
the inferno?
Certainly.
Alright, so I do that. And
So it's quite a you kind of raise your hand and you focus your power, and immediately, like inside, you watch as the flames disperse. And most of what you can see is already burnt down or ashen here. And on the inside, there's a lot of just debris and not much else that you can see. But you reckon if you kept this up, you might be able to help put the flames out a bit quicker.
mhm.
I suppose in the meantime, Ravar, as he walks up and sees I feel like he'd keep a bit of a distance as Rufus is basically saying goodbye to Herman, and maybe wait a little bit before approaching Herman as Rufus walks off. And I know that there'd be a part of Ravar that would want to maybe try just one last thing to see if he can help. And I will attempt to cast Mending on Herman and see what happens.
So you try and kind of use this mending energy to try and form some of Herman back together, but it appears most of it is almost broken beyond repair, even for magic. But as you place your hand, it does. Some of the metal does form a more visible Herman shape, leaving this huge kind of tear in the side, revealing more of what Rufus saw earlier. But you wouldn't know that. Revealing this kind of central glowing core almost. It's kind of mechanical clockwork core.
Okay. Is there is there a way that I could maybe try and see if there's a way to remove it?
Yeah. What would this be? This would probably be a sleight of hand or dexterity or something. Yeah, sleight of hand, we'll say.
Sleight of hand. Okay.
Yeah.
Don't
try and kind of pry your hand in gently and remove it.
I will roll
Unless
that.
you're trying to use a tool or anything.
I mean, I got an 18, so
18.
I'll use my turtle claws to try and.
Okay, so you kind of, as carefully as possible, kind of reach in and grab hold of this kind of central dynamo piece, and you slowly remove it. It appears to be dislodged entirely, and it isn't connected to anything.
Oh, okay.
So you pick it up and you lift it up, and for a second, you watch as some of the cogs, they're still ticking.
Oh, on the core.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't. There's no way to sort of hold it. Does the core itself look damaged?
The core itself has a couple of nicks in it, but overall it doesn't look like anything's out of place.
We need another artificer quick.
Okay. I suppose Ravar might think to himself something along the lines of, "There's hope. There's maybe a way to kind of bring him back." And I don't know. I don't know if to like maybe ask for a check, but in the same token, it's like, well, he's dead. It's just his core that's like still going. I think Ravar might just sort of tuck it away and say good.
Make an intelligence check.
Okay. Just straight intelligence, yeah?
Straight intelligence.
Oh, well, nat 1.
Oh my god!
Not quite sure on that one.
Well,
You think you may have read something about robots of this sort before, but you're not quite sure.
Maybe it's something to look into.
Maybe it's Maybelline.
Maybe she's born with it. Maybe it's a robot.
Is this metal?
Ticky tocky stuff.
It's a time bomb.
Wibbly wobbly, timey wimey stuff.
No, it's gonna
Okay,
fly.
I'll just put it in my little satchel, with my spell book, and go and make sure the rest of the party is okay. I'll leave Rufus and Taro to their tavernness, and I'll join the rest of them.
Certainly.
While this continues, I try to I'll try to control the rest of the flames and to just snuff it all out.
Yeah.
So
Eventually, over the next few minutes, you and all the people who have decided to help with their buckets manage to extinguish most of the flames on the interior of this house. Like, the roof Still has a few embers here and there that are still alight, but most of the inside is now clear of
Is there
at
any
least
sight?
harmful flames.
Is there any sight of the creatures still in there?
Make a perception check.
Perception check. Where is it? Perception? I always forget what these are. Oh my god. 4.
Can't see any.
I still don't go in. Just yeah.
Okay.
Instead, I try to focus on the roof. Right now.
Okay. All right. So you can eventually put out the fire on everywhere on the house slowly over time, over the next like 5-10 minutes.
Right. So while this happens, what else the team does, maybe.
I
Yeah.
wanna,
At this point. Oh, yeah. You first.
I wanna look at like Shax and Raver and ask like, who was still awake at the end?
Ravar was.
Raver was.
No.
And Heimval, who is here
Oh,
as well.
Heimval was
I was
passed
still
out.
awake. I was still awake.
No, Heimval was conscious.
Oh, was conscious.
Was
Oh.
Bongo conscious?
Oh wait, no,
Yeah,
it
right?
wasn't. No, maybe
He wasn't.
not.
He was
I don't know.
unconscious.
All right,
Oh,
Heimval's
there
unconscious
will
then.
be 3 conscious, right?
I was not
Yeah.
unconscious. I was not unconscious.
Exactly. Bongo, Dingo, Shax, and Ravar.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
wanna like. look-
Rufus, Taro, and Kendall got woken up and healed. Heimval's just
Envo was just but the
unconscious
Chad
on the floor.
Envo-
Ravar, you stabilized him last session, Ravar, is what you did. So he's
Right,
he's
okay.
just knocked out.
I will use the last of my magical energy to heal Heimval.
Can I stop you? Can
No.
I want to stop you. No, listen.
No.
I want to try something.
Yeah, sorry, hang on. Sorry.
Kendall just elbows his way in front of your hand.
Wait.
Like,
So, just like, oh.
Wait, I think I can do it too. Can I try?
What? You think you can do
I-
what I did?
Yeah.
poison spray, actually.
By all means.
Fucking entangle. Produce flame.
I like to tie them down before I heal them.
And they wake up bound. That's a
Yeah.
terrifying
Oh,
experience.
right. That is 100% what Kendall would do. Right. Okay. So yes, by all means, you can try.
So, what I want to do, Ollie, and hear me out on this,
Mhm.
I want to put my hand on Heinvol's shoulder and try to cast Cure Wounds, and just whisper like, "God damn it!" and just accidentally cast the healing word.
Oh.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay. So yeah, you feel this weird magical surge through your arm, and Heimval suddenly kind of bursts up like, "Oh God! Oh,
That's a yes.
oh! The hell was that?"
You're alive?
Aye. Oh,
Nice.
I didn't think I would be able to do that. I did not. That
Nice.
was unexpected.
Nice work.
Well, you did it.
Well done. That was a lot more effective
dear.
than what it should have been, but nice.
It's less.
Oh, was it? I don't know.
1d8 is
wizard.
Cure Wounds.
I don't
It's 1d4 for a healing word.
Oh, it's so much easier. doing
Raver is
Ravar's
still
voice.
impressed. Anyway.
So, did you play me last week?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Oh,
did. Yeah.
Ravar is new to healing spells, so he just thinks it's better.
I think I got my answer and who was still awake, right? Did anyone answer me? I
Wait,
asked
when?
you guys who was still awake at the end of the fight. Like you and Shax. And Ollie answered, but you didn't.
Oh,
And I was ironically the one that wasn't awake.
Yes. So, I mean, I obviously wasn't here last week, so I'm kind of a bit not exactly very queued up on
Just
events.
nod yes.
If I saw them, if Ravar saw them, then he's forgotten. It's too traumatic.
Did you guys see the cloaked person?
No.
What cloak person?
What cloaked person are you on about?
I'm just stood several meters away, just.
To be fair, Ravar
Really
was tending to
ignoring.
Heimdall at this point.
Oh,
Ravar
okay.
might
Honestly,
not
I'm
have
just
been.
gonna question my own sanity.
So at this point, a few guards are entering the courtyard, talking to various people about what happened. A few come up to you.
Do any of them try and help put
As-
out the fire?
The fire's mostly extinguished at this
Okay, cool.
point, thanks to Bongo and the people with their buckets. But
Bongo just absorbing
like-
fire.
Mm.
Oh,
there's like official scribes, people writing down notes that people are saying, and a couple of them come up to you. He's like, hello, are you all okay? You all okay?
No.
I'm fine.
Are
I'm
you,
fine.
Are you all
Ten.
right?
Tend to the injured. We're fine.
This is just silent.
Me at like less than half HP.
Well,
Good.
what happened here? We were trying to get a bit of a picture of what was going on. We weren't around. It's just that fire went up so quickly. We couldn't get enough men over here.
Surprising.
Small red things.
Fire creatures that were
Small red things, fire creatures. Okay.
yeah, they did pain a fuck ton of it.
Pain.
Does anyone know what they were? As in character, does anyone know what they are?
I know what they spoke.
I would I? I probably would.
Make an Arcana check, Bongo.
All right. That
Wait,
is a
Bongo-
15.
Has Bongo joined the party
15.
again?
He's just putting fire down,
Yeah.
sort of away.
This is just if he knows what they were. You don't know precisely what they were, but they gave you off a very elemental plane of fire vibe
That's
from your knowledge of
Well, gave it away.
your knowledge
All the
of
fire.
the outer planes. Yes, but these,
I
yeah,
thought it was air, you know.
They're water
water.
creatures,
I'm
guys.
sure-
I
I'm
swore
fr-
they were Aarakocras.
Actually, these were water creatures.
Bongo
And
just
very
lies.
elaborate, very adapted water creatures.
Yeah,
yes.
they're all illusionists.
Yes.
So,
Have you still hid in this house?
What?
pardon?
A few of these creatures fled the combat and hid in this
Oh.
house.
Oh, okay. Do you need assistance going in?
I would appreciate it.
Is this your residence? Is this your residence?
Well, not necessarily mine, but it was my acquaintance lived here, and me
Okay.
in the basement. This is where I worked.
So, oh,
I still have several valuable
okay.
things.
Do you know where this
fire
fire could have started? This was a
going
on.
If anything, it could have started in the basement in my workshop, but I have no proof. I would have to go down there to check for certain.
Okay, I would have thought all your items would be totally scorched by now, but we can certainly have a look, sir. That's what we're here for.
Right.
Your friends coming, or are they staying out?
Yeah, hold up. I'll come with. Let's have a look.
Shax, do you want to stay here? Or do you want to go inside?
I don't know.
I can stay with you if you want.
You seem a little shaken.
Let's stay here for a while.
I
okay?
suggest you lot should probably stay out of trouble for a while.
I'm sure Heimdall will follow closely.
Aye.
That's just perfect.
There you go. That's all you got to say. There's one word answers. Aye.
I
Like a lost puppy, this entire session, Heimdall will follow Ravar.
Yeah, it was like last session.
Yes.
I'm sure Ravar followed Heinval everywhere.
Yeah,
Oh,
pretty
God.
much.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you all eventually make your way into what's left of the front entrance of the magical mausoleum, and it is black as your hat in here. There is ash covering the walls. There are pillars that have fallen over from supporting beams. All of the shelves have fallen off the walls. The front counter is collapsed in the middle. The mirror at the back is completely cracked and smashed and is all over the floor. The basement hatch lies open at the far end of the room. And it's a skeleton of a house at this point. Like, you can look up and you can see through the roof. It's very much so like a rib cage in here. Well,
Is there? Do I see the? Can I make my way over to where the hatch in the floor was?
yes, you can. The two guards are following behind you, kind of with their spears aimed at the hatch, just in case.
All right. I clear some of the debris from the floor and try to open the remains of the hatch.
The hatch is open at the moment.
All right. So
There is a small amount of smoke pouring out of it.
is there still fire in the basement?
From what you can see, there might be a couple of flames left down there, but it's
Burning
not a
basement.
huge blaze of fire. Yes. But yes, as you kind of crunch your way over all of this debris on the floor, it's kind of staining the bottom of your shoes with this thick ash. You kind of look down into the basement, and there's a couple of like ignited book stands on the side, but everything down here is torched, from what you can see. Make a perception check for me as you look down.
Perception. That is a 9. These rolls today.
9?
9.
Can't see too much. You can't make out individual things at this point. It's just all burnt to hell. But you do see a small clearing in the center of the room with something in the middle of it.
Can I just bend away from the hatch and like look at one of the guards? Could you, good sir, please just pop down there to see if it's safe to go? I'm not too well equipped for any potential dangers.
Make a persuasion check.
Come on, Bongo.
6.
Oh
I don't think anyone should be going down there at the moment if you're unsure if it's safe.
Well,
I think
I'll
you should wait
have
for the
you
flame.
know, you half-wit, that I have a very valuable and very, very intricate discoveries and things down there. Things that would take me weeks or even months to recreate from scratch. So trust me, this is very important to me, and perhaps even everyone else in the city, that I recover what's down there. So please, do your job, and go see if it's safe.
Okay, make an intimidation check this time then, please.
And that is a 22.
He kind of looked at you, wide-eyed, and then kind of turns back and looks at the other guard, who kind of just shrugs at him. And he goes, "All right, sir." And he kind of lowers himself down onto this ladder and kind of checks that the footing is okay, and a bit kind of breaks away beneath him. He's like, "Okay." He turns around and hangs onto the
Immediately
side
gets murdered.
and drops down into the basement. He says, "It's okay down here, just a couple of fires." You can hear him prodding at stuff.
All right. Still not fully sure. I slowly and carefully try to descend after him.
So most of the ladder is destroyed, but it's easy enough to kind of lower yourself down on the remainders of of the stairs down, and you see, as you unfortunately thought, most of the things in here are scorched and burnt. It's like walking to a room that's been painted black and grey. It's papers are shriveled up and burnt, and books are flung out on the ground. And
I just
there
growl
is,
and-
however, one very obvious thing standing out like a sore thumb in the middle of the room, seemingly untouched. It is the mechanism that you have been working on, with a small circle around it that is untouched by flames.
My eyes shine underneath my goggles as I quickly rush over and pick up the mechanism and throw it into my. Well, actually, more like keep it in my separate pouch.
Yes. Okay. So, as you do so, you can immediately see underneath it, and it would be hard to miss, leading out into the burning floor. You can see this huge, almost like scar in the floor, like this kind of crack that seemingly come from nowhere, directly from one of the sides of the device that you've picked up.
Just on the device.
No, on the floor.
On the
So
floor.
like the device was on the floor, and from where the device was on the floor is this huge kind of scar in the floor.
Could this be a disruptor rift to another plane of existence? Interesting.
You're right there, sir.
Yes. I think
Sorry about your stuff.
It's all right. I've been through worse setbacks, but I'm glad I could have recovered this little piece. Well, thank you for your hard work, I say as I walk past him and out of the hatch again.
Thanks.
You find anything down there?
Well, not much. Most of my my progress has been let's say just it went up with flames. But I think the most valuable part of my workshop, thankfully, survived.
Oh, anything we can sell?
No, this isn't for sale.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Ravar's just gonna walk back out of the building.
Let's get out of here. Nothing else here of value.
You return outside, and the guards are kind of beckoning people to return to their home. So like, okay, nothing more to see here, everyone. The fire is over. It's all good. Please return to your homes. Have a good evening meal. Don't worry. We'll have this all sorted. And they kind of turn and see you all next. Yes. They turn around and all see you and go, thank you for whatever help you've provided. I'm sorry about the abode. Do you have places to sleep tonight?
I'm sure we can find somewhere if not.
Maybe
Certainly.
financial compensation would be nice for a place to stay.
Financial compensation?
Well,
Learning from Taro.
well, see, we don't know the exact cause of the fire, so we can't reimburse you at the moment. If it was to do with our own city planning, then certainly we can at some point in the future. We'll just have to take your names down.
Capture a city from burning down, and one of us almost paid with their lives. I think the least you can do is give a couple gold.
Make a persuasion check on that.
Yeah, you.
19.
Be like, yeah, you random town guard. Give me money to stay in a hotel.
Thank you, promised.
19
Well,
Leave me alone.
I can talk to some of my higher ups, but I can't give you any money now. If you let me know, I can go talk to someone.
That will be nice. We'll be probably staying in the Upset Goat Tavern.
Certainly. I don't know how long it'll be, because we're going to be busy here for a bit, but at some
That's
point.
okay. Just let us know.
Certainly.
I turn to Ravar and Bungo Dingo and be like, "Are you guys ready to go back to the tavern?"
Yeah, nothing else to do here.
Oh yeah, Heinvol's there too. Fucking just
Hey.
Kendall just scares the shit. Like Kendall just jumps when Heinvol just speaks. Like, "Oh shit, you're alive."
Hey.
You killed him yourself.
Yeah, but
Oh shit, you're alive.
Him around me.
It's like
This is now a bully Heinvol zone.
So
Here.
Ravar is he's gonna turn to the rest of them and say, I'll meet you guys back at the tavern. There's some things I need to go and do. Oi, Heinvol, you want to come shopping? Hey. Hey. Right, okay, I won't be too long, I promise. I'll be back.
Okay, just make sure you get back.
We'll do. Which tavern is it again?
The Upset Goat Tavern.
The crying sheep. Got it. Okay, cool.
Just find your way, and if not, just yell.
Goat, not ghost.
Oh.
Okay, goats, no goats.
Oh.
Oh,
Hello. Wow.
We said his name too many times.
We summoned him.
No. He's like, we've got a
What
Bongo
an
Dingo and
amazing
we've got a
comeback.
Beetlejuice.
Are you back?
I am, I think.
You are? Can you play?
Hey.
Yes.
Yes, you can play.
I don't
I told you I'd be
know.
back before we finished.
Ah,
Win.
yes.
God, your mic win. What's wrong with your mic?
I'll leave your team viewer win.
Is that better?
You rape.
Oh god, it's all broken.
Everything's broken.
Everything is broken.
Everything is
Everything
broke
is
when you
broken
when you
want it
start
to
a
work.
party.
Can't hear it.
Everything is fucked
Alright.
up.
Just to catch you up, you agreed to go shopping with Raver.
We're going
No.
shopping.
Oh, I healed you.
Yeah,
I
Kendall
didn't
broke
know
back
if
to
I
life this
could,
time.
but I did.
At work?
Hmm?
Hello?
Your mic sounds very
Hello.
It's
distorted.
low
Is that-
quality for
Is that
some
better?
reason.
Is that better? Is that better?
That's not
No,
better
that's
at all.
worse.
No, not at all.
No, it's still irrape quality. Guys, should we do a break now?
Yeah, we should do
Yeah,
break
let's
now, so
do. We do
can
a quick
start
break
with-
now for technical things.
Okay. I'm back.
Okay. Thank you all for watching. We'll see
Yeah,
you
we'll be
after
back
Friday.
pretty soon.
Yeah, we'll be.
Because we've only just started.
Oh, fair enough. Fair enough.
Maybe I will.
But we
Welcome
did get
back.
like 5 people join over the break.
Are we back?
Yeah,
Wow.
fine. We'll do
I
that.
think we're back, right?
Are we back?
Oh, we're
Oh, no,
back.
are we back?
Oh, we're back.
Yeah, we're back.
We're back.
We are
Right,
back.
hello. Very quick recap from the very quick first half then. The party put out the fire, investigated Herman, who's in pieces at the moment, but Ravel managed to recover some kind of mechanical magical core from inside of him. They investigated Bongo Dingo's previous home, which was now completely burnt down, and he discovered his small mechanism that he was using for his studies. And now the party are heading back to the tavern or discovering how little gold they have for shopping.
Oh, can't go and buy anything. I'll come with you.
I want to take Herman with us. Can I? Just take the remainders of Herman.
In pieces, you can
Yes.
take him.
Yes, I want to do that.
Okay. You are already carrying a huge bag of meat and cabbages and cheese on your back.
Just put it in there. Just put it in there.
Okay, Shax has that. All right.
Oh, no.
Can
I have the
drop it?
cabbage.
Because I know it's melted. Can I use mending on the cheese?
You cannot use mending on the cheese.
Oh, that just plug all the holes. No.
Me everything. Can I use mending on that?
No.
I rolled a nat 1. Can I use mending?
I like as soon as the monk gets spells, just like
My arm got
Magic.
chopped off. Can I use mending on that?
Oh yeah. My intestines
No,
are
the
on
thing
the
is,
floor.
just real
Can I
quick.
use
I know
mending on my
it's off
stomach?
topic. I know it's off topic. I thought about it earlier. If someone's arm is severed and you hold it like it's in one piece, put it to the wound, cast mending, does it.
It's on non-natural.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if there was going to be like a. I imagine what you'd do is you go, yeah, it worked, but it's still a dying limb. So eventually it just sort of like...
You just got a dead limb sealed on your arm. That'd be
Yeah.
great.
You might as well just pick up a piece of splintered wood
I
and
can
mend
use
it
my
onto
arm
your
and-
hand.
Wait, no, I'll have a dead arm. I'll use my other hand to just smack everyone.
Yeah,
Weekend
the sad
at
thing is,
Bernie
you know it
style.
work because it's Kendall.
Why does that give me pirate vibes? Oi, mateys, I took a hook, put it on my hand, cast mending, and now it's my hand.
Amazing. So you gather up the pieces of Herman,
Yeah.
and you kind of have to help. He's quite a lot of him, and he wasn't the smallest robot, so it's probably quite a hefty
I'll
job.
struggle.
Yes, you will. But everyone makes their way back to the upset goat.
Yes.
Okay.
Right.
Right.
As
Let me just put some
they walk in,
ambient spots. Hang on.
my phone has never made that noise before. As they walk in, can I be walking down the stairs, please?
Was it a message notification, Chris?
I never got a text message before, not once.
They're like, what? Friends? Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm
yeah,
joking. I'm joking.
I know,
I love
I
you,
know.
Chris. I love you.
Obviously, man. As
Are we all
Okay.
just gay today? Is that
Yeah. What's the problem?
yeah,
There's no
You got a
problem.
problem
I'm
with
just
that?
assessing the situation and knowing how gay I have to be.
It's not gay.
All
It's in a
right.
three-way.
So as you come back into the upset goat, Rufus is walking down the stairs. The tavern is reasonably quiet. There are a few other patrons. There's a couple of people sat on the far table, and one that immediately catches Ravar's eye is sitting at the bar. And it will catch quite a lot of your eye because you notice that he's wearing almost identical clothes to Ravar.
Bowser.
Can I just quickly ask, what time of day is it?
It's pushing late evening now.
Pushing late. Okay.
Can I from I'm guessing at the bar facing away from us.
Yeah, you can. It's a very big figure, and as you look closer, you can see he's got this long, billowing, dark blue cape on, as well as the usual robes that you normally wear. One thing that takes you off guard is the huge, flowing, scaly tail that peeks out from underneath his cape, and his huge stature. He's about 7 foot, 8 foot tall. You probably guess, and he's hunched over on the bar. He's got a staff propped up against him on the counter with a huge white and blue crystal on the end.
Oh, okay. I don't know what to do with this information. I'm just going to straight up Ravar it and walk up to him. I'm going to walk up and I'd like to tap this scaly fellow on the shoulder.
Okay. He turns around to face you and he kind of opens up. You can see this is a very large white dragonborn, and he has a long neck with a very slender looking kind of silvery bluey white face with these two large silver horns, almost as if they're made from pure silver, curl back over his head. He's holding a very gentle glass of wine in his hand, and he's kind of just sitting relaxing on the bar, and he turns over and he goes, I wondered when you'd make it here. And your friends, I hope you're all well.
A little worse for wear. Who are you?
I did think you would not recognize me. It has been some time. My name is Toran. I looked after you in the Sage's Point when you were younger, but I moved to do field work further abroad before you grew up. It is good to meet you.
Well, as far from what you're saying, we've already met.
Well, good to meet you properly.
Nice to very nice greeting. Thank you. What are you? Were you waiting for me? What are you? What are you doing here?
I was, and he kind of turns around and he gestures to the barman, who walks out the back and swiftly returns with a couple of servants helping him with plates upon plates of food and drinks that he lays out on the table, and he says, "Come sit down. We've got some talking to do. If you don't mind, that is. I hope you're not busy. I kind of just thrust this upon you all."
Yeah, I will sort of Ravar will just sort of look round to the rest of the party and just sort of yes, no, that'd be lovely.
Just
Does-
before anyone's able to move, I'd like to grab Ares quite like firmly by the arm.
Me. Yeah.
Yes. And
Me.
I'm looking kind of through you, like down at the floor. Before I like take a hard gulp, and I whisper, Tonight we rest. In the morning, we fight."
Who are we fighting? I just say
As
in my
in-
normal voice, not whispering at all. Just like, who are we fighting?
I wish
Rufus
I
just
wish
loves.
I wish to train with you.
Oh, that was so dramatic for no reason. God damn it, you got me scared. A-okay.
And with that, I'd also like to just leave the tavern again because I'm fucking going everywhere today.
Wait, can I just like, where are you going?
I have something I must take care of.
That is rather vague. Is Taro in you guys' room, like chilling? Is she fine?
My fist kind of clenches a little bit, and I nod.
Okay, good. She'll be fine. She just needs to sleep it off.
Yes.
Kendall has got the chunks of Herman in her arm at this point.
Oh,
just
I forgot about that.
There, Ollie.
I'd like
Fucking hell,
to-
you messed up.
I'd like to
You-
also then, if I see this, I would see this. I'm going to then say, we must bury him.
Yeah, soon. Just not yet, okay?
I nod before I push.
Really a metal
push
machine.
past anyone. Sorry, push the door to the tavern and leave.
And I just look very angry at Bongo Dingo, telling him, like, with my eyes to shut the fuck up. Or else
You want to
smack
just
the
put
shit out of
metal
him.
in the ground. You can
You
put it
want me to
actually
punch you?
anywhere else.
Could you make those eyes, Lisa? Just for us real quick.
You got a camera, use
Oh,
it.
no!
Lisa, the most intimidating person in the world.
Yeah. Wait, let me tell you to shut the fuck up with my eyes. There we go. Is that shut the fuck up? That's what I wanted. I just wanted you to prove it.
If you want
With
to
a
celebrate a robot,
with a face covering and a hood. Like
I mean, I probably look very intimidating if I try it. But I don't want to try.
Can I roll a wisdom save against that?
oh my
Frightened.
god.
If you-
Could Ollie, could I just quickly get the name of the super awesome white dragonborn?
yeah, could you-
This is the name he gave you. I'll put it in roll 20. It's Torjan.
Oh my god, what the fuck, Ollie?
Let's have a
Tor-
look.
Make normal names. Just call
This
him
is a
fucking-
dragonborn. He's not going to be called Fred, is he?
Oh,
Torjan.
Fred, I can't spell this.
It's me, Fred.
Anyways,
Torjan.
I want to tell Bungo, shut the fuck up before I beat your ass. This
listen, I
piece of
have it.
metal
It was
means
not.
a
Friends.
lot to us.
Friends,
It-
be quiet. And you
it
suddenly
was-
feel yourself all completely silenced. As if you're saying words, but they're not coming out.
Is this a charm thing?
Ravar included.
Yes, everyone in the area. And you
Is
can
this-
see that the
Yeah.
stuff on the end.
Kendall and Bungo don't stop yelling at each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was brilliant. And just sort of like Right. Sorry, was that Raver included?
He looks at you and he says, "You may talk."
Oh, okay. Shall we get to talking?
Are they going to stop arguing if I drop this?
No.
Well,
I just yell yes without like, and just like look annoyed as fuck.
Right,
Actually,
hang on.
Phil just kind of grabs
turn,
Kendall, just dragging Kendall away.
I'll turn to them and be like, "Look, behave."
Just shoots a thumbs up.
right. You may talk again. There you go.
Okay. First of all, fuck you, Bongo, and I will be going to my room.
Not enjoying the food.
Not yet. Maybe later. I have cheese.
She does have cheese.
They.
Oh, you do.
George, you want to redo that sentence?
Oh, what? She does have cheese.
They.
Oh,
They.
it has cheese.
Thank you for spinning that in the perfect
Close
way.
enough.
God.
Right. Well, I did order some more cheese, but that is fine. Anyway,
Ooh.
let's sit down, friends.
no, I
and he
wanna
stands
turn around.
up.
Can I turn around?
He stands up
and
and
this cheese? Like,
yes.
I might stay a little while longer then.
He stands up from his chair and he's probably about Rufus' height at what he stands, but slightly hunched over. You guess he's reasonably old. And he kind of walks on over to a table where all the food has been laid and he kind of gestures for you all to sit down. Come join.
Okay, I will. What is it, like a round table or like a long table?
It's like two lots of long tables with chairs kind of facing in.
Wherever he sits, Ravar's just going to sit immediately opposite.
Okay, certainly.
I'm just gonna put my stuff upstairs and then I'll be right back for the cheese.
Certainly. Will your tall friend be joining us or not? Is he doing his own thing?
I think he will.
That is fine. Send my regards.
I will. I put my stuff upstairs. And can I really quick, before I go down, I want to rip a page out of my journal and write down a note.
Mm-hmm.
I did not pull up the note. I want to give me 1 second. I wrote down what I wanted to what I wanted to send. I want to write down, Wolf, where are you? Why didn't you stay and talk? I'm looking for you. Stop running away, please. I need to see you. I need to talk to you. I need to know if you're okay. What is happening? Tell me what's going on. I'll be staying at the Upset Goat Tavern for a few more days. Please come and see me, or at least leave a note or something. I miss you. Please come back to me. Yours truly, Bear.
Certainly.
I can send it to you too, if you want.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, just pop it over and I'll note it down.
Yeah, and then
So.
I want to put it in my pocket for now.
Okay. So he kind of sits you all down with these luxurious feast in front of you, and he goes, "So you've all had quite the busy day then."
You could say that.
Yes. I would have helped myself. And it all happened very quickly, and I could not get here fast enough. I was out at Sage's Point at the time, so it took a while.
I mean, I felt like I recognised your attire. Just not quite sure why. As you may know, I didn't really go anywhere. I sort of stayed in one spot.
Yes.
This is my first venture out, and it's a harsher world than what I imagined.
Yes, you've certainly had a few encounters, but you've handled them well.
How do you know?
Well, there's a group of us from Sage's Point who we investigate magical anomalies around the Celaria, and if it is evil, then we stop it. But we do not interfere unless 100% necessary. And you were out in the world. You knew what you were doing, so we did not interfere. It is the way of balance, in a way. We do not interfere with things that do not concern us too much, unless it is a greater threat to the world.
Oh,
This
do
one
you-
was of key interest to me, but you eventually had it under control.
Yeah, it was quite the chaotic instance. What do you there's more of you that intervene with magical anomalies? Oh, Ollie, you've gone silent.
I was muted.
Yeah.
We are. There are only a few of us left nowadays. Really, we're a rare brand, and as the world progresses, it seems there is less and less need for us, to be honest. But there's still the occasional time where we're needed.
What do you call yourselves?
Oh, you say that, but Ellie would talk about it.
What's going on?
You have leaking from the background.
Win. I think it's Win.
Winfred.
Wait, what? What's going on?
You have arguments.
so-
Yeah,
someone's
what
got-
is going on?
What is going on, Win?
Is it Win?
Yeah, it was.
Win.
It was Win.
Oh.
We could hear your,
What is it?
your house talking to each other.
Oh, sorry.
It's all right.
That's okay. It's okay.
We're just curious.
What do you call yourselves?
Don't really have a name, to be honest. You just kind of go around doing our own thing. Just a group of friends, really.
Not like the Watchers of Sage's Point or something clever.
It's quite good. I might write that one down. The Watchers sounds good.
I
Like that one.
do I get any proceeds for naming your group? I'm sorry, I'm only I'm overstepping. It's something I've
Well,
picked up.
You don't get proceeds for that, but I do have a gift for you that I was supposed to give to you when I next saw you, which was now from your father. This is from a while ago.
From my father.
Yes.
Oh, have you seen him recently? I've just it's my whole reason for being out is that it's been too long, and I'm concerned for him.
We are all concerned, and I wish I could say that I've seen him, but I have not. He left a few gifts to give to you at various points. For now, he plonks a coin purse on the table. This will do to start.
Oh well, thank you. I'd ask you to thank him for me, but he's
I wish I could.
unreachable. No, thank you. Was that all you wanted to talk to me about?
Well, I just thought it would be nice to have some company out here. You know, I have a lonely job, but what about the rest of you lot? What are you all doing here?
Before I answer that, what kind of anomaly? You know, the things do you like intervene with? Because like, when is it bad enough for you guys to intervene with? Because I'm kind of curious about that.
World ending.
Okay.
Destruction of the earth.
How many world-ending events have you stopped? Why are there so many here?
I've only done one myself. It doesn't happen very often.
No, I can imagine.
But we have to investigate every single anomaly just to be sure.
Fair.
How oh sorry. How much I was asking character. How much, and I'm gonna lean in and say really quietly, like sort of looking at Rufus left, didn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Rufus left and Taro is asleep.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right, okay. I'm just gonna ask outright then. How much is in the I've not really ever been given money before. How much
I don't know. I haven't opened it.
Oh.
Could be beans in there for all I know.
Open the bag, Ravar.
Oh. Okay. I will. I'm
It's
gonna
not
do it
that
very
hard.
precariously. I'll pick it up. drag it across the table to like right up against my chest and open it and sort of look in it, so as to be as discreet as possible.
Sneaky boy.
It's all gold, from what you can see.
Just take it out and
It's hard-
count. You'll know how
Hard
much
to
you
count while it's in a pouch.
I just go, oh no, I'll look at him. I'll just go, I'll count it later.
Certainly. Very wise. But yes, you've acquired a strange bunch of compatriots here.
Oh, I mean, we've encountered worse.
And you watch briefly as he whispers a word and his staff glows, and nothing visually happens, but he kind of looks round at all of you.
What
He
should
gives
do?
a very, very precarious frown towards Bongo and Shax, and then looks round at the rest of you. Looks confused at Kendall, and just kind of nods at the others,
What's
and then goes,
supposed to mean?
intriguing. Very strange, friends.
Could I see if I knew what he did? I gather it was a spell. I think Ravar might
make an Arcana check.
Yeah, I think Ravar would know it was a spell. It's just what.
Can I do insight at why he looked confused about me?
25. Yes, in a sec. 25. You guessed that this was some kind of spell to detect magical forces, from what you have seen before in the tower.
Okay. I'll sort of, as he's looked around at the room, I'll say, anything interesting?
Well, you probably know what some of the things you have are on you. Like your friend's fluffy doll that she has in her bag that is rather concerning.
Yeah, we got given that one.
It was a gift. Don't be mean about gifts.
Rather unique artifact you have, that rod of yours. This is quite cool, I gotta say.
Wait, is the
Your children.
is the
Oh my
rod...
god! Lisa, grow the fuck up.
To be completely honest, when we first got it, we all just died. We just died laughing.
Yeah, no, it might need to be changed, but there's not.
We're all
No, that's
children.
even worse.
It's gonna
It's
change
not
its
just
name.
Lisa, we're all children.
Right, so
It's just gonna change its name. It's now a
the magic item is the other thing. Was it is it homebrew? I can't remember, or is it actually an item?
No, it's not. It's not homebrew.
Oh, okay. No. Because I was going to say, like, you calling your own homebrew items.
No.
Yeah,
No.
I thought I thought you were calling your own homebrew item cool. But no. I'll just say, well, yeah, it's a tool that can be used. I haven't used it yet, but I'm sure there's some uses.
You can do a lot of fun things with it.
I bet you can.
And a couple of your friends have some very interesting magical items indeed. He looks at Bongo and Shax.
Anything you care to share, or is that under a wizard's confidentiality?
We'll call it that for now.
Okay.
I squint, but it's invisible through the goggles.
Yes. For now, eat. I'm sure your cat friend will rest well. I saw her as she came in. I'm sorry about that. I must have been a bit traumatizing.
Yeah. She's a tough one. She'll pull through.
Good. She seemed it.
Toughest furball I've ever seen.
Aye, yes. Well, enjoy your meals.
Thank you. Thank you again for the food.
You too,
Yes.
bro. Thanks for the cheese.
And he starts tucking into his meal rather politely. Well, very well mannered.
I just,
And
as
there
always.
goes my internet. Woo!
Woo!
Is it bad? Nope.
Yeah,
Nope.
no, it's bad.
Anyone want to screenshot that face?
Well, Chris is normally pretty on it.
Chris?
I don't know if he's here.
I think so. He's typing in the chat.
Oh, okay.
Got it.
Oh, is he stream chatting?
Yes. Fuck yes. No,
He's
he's
stream-
chatting in the Discord.
Oh, no,
sorry,
there he is.
I've been muted because I'm like not here. So
Yeah, no. Oh, no. That's cool. No, it's just we're just waiting on Ollie because his internet's dropped out.
I know, yeah. We should make fun of Ollie while he's frozen.
Oh.
We need like a DM internet
DM.
emotes.
The internet.
DM internet.
Oh, Ollie looks so sad. Look at
Oh.
his face. He just
Aw,
looks so upset.
this is traumatized Ollie.
I know because it's come up with some really cool stuff
He's-
for Ravar. And I'm
Oh, he's
upset.
back.
Oh, is he back? I think he's back. Guess
We
who's
see
back?
him blink.
Oh no,
no.
it's not.
He's
Uh-oh.
completely
Oh,
Oh,
gone.
he's completely gone.
Now I am the DM.
Guys, we're in the void.
Help. It's cold in here.
Oh,
Help.
I just watched Win yawn twice because I looked at it on my Discord and then checked it on the stream and it was yawning again.
Oh, I'm sorry. George knows exactly what happens after I have one drink. And I went
Why
out
have you
today
only
and I
had
had
one?
one
You
drink.
need another 5. Come on.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
Here's what
You
call that.
mentioned yawning, and I immediately yawned.
Yeah, me too.
I'm really bad. I'm really bad.
Yeah.
That's
Hey, he's back.
hey, Oliver.
It feels so weird to have you call him Oliver for some reason. I don't know why.
Oliver.
Fucking Oliver sounds so weird compared to Ollie.
Yeah,
I'll
so
do that.
does
Yeah,
me
why is-
Sanchez compared
Why
to
is
me.
Vic the DM on the overlay now?
Because, see,
Vic
this
is
is
the
actually
game.
my
Oh my
code
god,
campaign.
wait, I'm Kendall.
Wait, who does that make me?
I don't want to look. I don't want to look.
Mindful.
Chris.
I'm Bob
No,
Digger.
Chris, you're Chris. That's
Oh,
fine.
that's right, boy. Rufus can
And
never
I am-
change.
I am me.
Kendall
Shax is eternal, and so is Taro and Rufus.
Yeah. Well, as soon as Ollie enables his camera, I think it'll go back to how it was. Oh,
Ollie
You
put in
had to
the
say something. You had to
Ollie
say
put in
something.
the
God damn
in the
it.
D. Ollie put in the roll 20. The internet is chugging. He can't do shit.
Guys,
Can't do
we'll
shit.
be-
Do some cool RP stuff.
Okay.
Right.
we'll be right back.
No, we're
Putting
gonna
on-
do cool RP stuff.
Putting on
Aye.
VRP.
Oh yeah, we've got win here to RP. Come on, let's win.
Alright.
Let's RP.
You did so good last week. You can do it.
Me too.
Maybe.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn to Raven. I'm gonna go. Aye. I'm so sorry about the botched robbery last week that we botched. You know.
Oh, it's okay. I've just been given shit tons of money.
We're
Can I
lucky you,
try-
mate. I'm still poor as shit because somebody stole
Yeah,
my
but-
money.
I won't
Raver.
be rich for long. I have some necessary purchases.
Can I help you count the money? I like counting money.
Not
Do not
in the
count
middle
the
of
money.
a tavern.
Do
in
not
the
let her
middle
count
of
the
a
money.
tavern.
Oh,
She will steal. They will steal every piece of coin from you.
I thought
why would
I
do
thought the little
that?
cat was the stealing one, not
I
the,
have not stolen anything in my life.
not the
What you
gender
learn from
conforming.
Hey, Ollie's back. Ollie's back.
Hey,
People would stop downloading porn while I'm playing D&D. It's horrible.
Oh no, I can't hear him. Give me a second.
Oh,
Oh.
Oh,
Okay, now I can hear you. I hate this.
hey.
Are we all back
Love.
again?
Right, we're all back.
yes. Hello.
Right.
Where did I get up to? I completely forgot the last minute.
We were literally just about to start eating.
Okay. And you do so. You do start eating, and you have a lovely meal at the table. You're kind of chatting with Torjan about your adventures, and he tells you about some of the places he's been, all the way through the Forbidden Lands, all the way to the frozen plains down to the south, past the very edges of the map of Celaria. And yeah.
I guess sort of while we're eating, I want to quickly ask Torjan. Something peculiar happened a couple of times actually. Don't know if because you used to look after me, apparently, from what you say. Did you ever notice anything peculiar about my shell?
Ah, yes, your It's a bit strange. It's some kind of magical manipulation of the environment you grew up in and where you were raised and hatched. It was quite a discovery, to be honest. It seems to be some kind of magical infusion with your shell that can absorb or refract spells that come in. It's rather unique. But try not to lose your shell.
Well, I don't see that happening. It's kind of attached.
Yeah, definitely. But you're a unique one. I'll give you that.
So I've been told. I've met one other like me, but he was rather larger and scary. Very scary. Nice guy, though.
Yeah, well, reptiles, dying breed, you know.
Are there more like you?
There's plenty more like me. Just not around here. But I haven't been there for a while. I've kind of been stuck around here, chasing your magical anomalies.
Do I expect to see an appearance from you every time my shell does its thing?
No, I'll just take it as false alarm from here on out, let's say. You've got it under control.
Yeah.
I'm sure your band of fellow weird, wacky people can keep you safe as well.
They do their best.
I saved your life.
Good to know.
Hold the fucking phone.
Still don't know what happened there. But
I saved your life. You better give me some credit at least.
She saved my life.
Hey,
and I'm looking. It saved my life.
This being without genders seems to be confusing for you.
Coming from a black and white world, it's hard to mix the colours. But I'm learning.
Yeah.
I'm learning.
You've been locked in a tower. It's fine.
Yeah, exactly. I was locked in a tower.
Fucking Rapunzel.
Just not, yeah. Raver takes something.
Wait, we all canonly know the story of Rapunzel.
Rapunzel.
Because of the except Bungo Dingo, because of the puppeteer from like session 2.
Oh.
Remember how we all saw the puppet show about Rapunzel?
It was an adaptation of Rapunzel.
Yeah,
It was
but
similar to Rapunzel.
It was a mind flayer, and it wasn't hair; it was tentacles.
I wanted to ask, as the guy talks about where he has traveled, do I recognize like any place where he could have met my tribe?
He doesn't bring up any mentions of the forests in that area. He tends to mention things that are further abroad and
Can I
out of
ask
the way.
him about it?
Certainly.
I don't remember the name of
Sorry.
the forest. Is it? I can't read it. Ollie, what is the name of the forest?
Hayden Forest.
Okay. I want to turn to him and like one like softly. I just want to ask, have you been to Hayden Forest?
Hayden. Haven't been there for a while, I can tell you that.
How
Elven
long...
land.
Yeah. How long is it a while?
A couple of 100 years.
Okay. Yeah. I've been there more recently than you then. Damn.
Yes, you probably have. You've been here a lot more recently than I have. This is my first day in civilization for a while.
That is rough, buddy.
It's overrated.
It is.
Yes, I know.
It definitely is.
It's expensive out there. It's
I know.
crazy.
Yeah,
I'm
you're
gonna
telling me.
I'm gonna go back to the forest.
Yes, well, I could easily go hunker up in a mountain somewhere and live the rest of my days. Maybe I will.
I'll join you on
But
that.
Enjoy if you
yes.
go do that. Can I finish my food and get up?
Certainly.
If you'll excuse me, I gotta do some stuff and enjoy your dinner. And I wanna walk out
Certainly.
the tavern and I wanna put the note I had on the notice board at the docks.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. We can do that. And in the meantime, we will go over to Rufus for a little bit,
I
who
think,
is out and about
yeah, I
on the
think
prowl.
just before Kendall comes over to the notice board, I have leant down beside it, and I look at this little black paw mark that I see there, and I try to figure out how it'd be best to find them. Can I do like a history check maybe to figure out like if there was something I might have learnt from the from where I grew up to know like if there's going to be any kind of indication of where they are exactly.
It's more of an intelligence check.
Okay, yeah,
General intelligence.
sure,
Yeah.
I can do that too. Okay, that's a 5. Sick.
It takes you a while to piece it together, and you're kind of wandering backwards and forwards, thinking to yourself and trying to recall pieces of information and put it together. But it's you guess that there's probably more to find, but you can't really picture what exactly. Just that there is probably more than just this mark on the notice board.
I mutter to myself in Orcish. I think I'd like to. Can I check the back?
Okay,
Thinking
certainly.
of
Go around
yeah.
the back. Roll an investigation check.
Yeah, I think I actually am going to run my hands along it, try and find like some kind of hidden, because the Blackfoots are quite secretive, some kind of secret panel or something.
Yeah, certainly.
Cool. Yeah, I rolled a
12.
12.
Okay. Because you're kind of expecting to find something hidden, you make sure you pay extra attention. And you're kind of running your hands along the top of this notice board, and you're like, not finding anything. And you happen to run your hand underneath the notice board, and your finger catches some kind of engraved message along the bottom.
All right, I'm going to lay down and try and look up at it.
It is rather low down for you.
Yeah.
So you kind of hunker down onto the ground, and you're looking up, and
I hope no one's watching.
there are a couple of fishermen out here late in the late evening, just kind of looking over at you a bit strangely.
Like I'm drunk. I'll just play it like I'm drunk. It'll be fine.
But and they kind of just nod at you. And but you can there is another paw mark that has been scratched in, and then there is the word Newmire, and there is basement, and then something else that is scratched out after it.
Newmire basement. Does Rufus know where Newmire might be or what it is?
No.
I don't. That's alright.
Roll.
That's okay.
Roll another intelligence check.
Alright. Oh, it was almost in that 20.
Yeah, no idea. No idea.
Okay, no clue. Alright. But he did say basement as well, so I think I'm going to try and go to the charred remains of Bongo Dingo's house.
Okay.
So, back to the magic.
What you're looking for there?
Mausoleum.
You make your way over, and there's probably about 10 to 20 guards around the building at the moment, kind of patrolling the perimeter, some inside, kind of looking around in the kind of dark evenings, night sky. A few drunkards still out and about in the market already.
Right.
The statue has been boarded off and is awaiting repairs by the looks of it.
All right, I'm going to take a deep breath, and I need to know what's in there. Okay, so if the guards are there and there's some drunkards there, I'm trying to think. It's burnt down. Houses around it, are they still standing?
The houses around it have scorch marks on either side, but don't appear to have caught a light.
All right, I'm going to try and scale one of these rooftops, if that's okay, and try and basically stay low to the roof. Try and basically stealth this out, and see if I can see anything
Okay.
from a
You're
vantage
gonna
point.
need 2 rolls.
I know,
First
yeah.
off, either athletics or acrobatics,
I'll take.
and then stealth after that.
All right. Ah, that's a 9 acrobatics. It's not a strong
Okay.
start.
Roll a stealth after.
I know roll stuff too. Move out of the way, dice. Oh, there we go. That has a 16. I can't roll higher than a
Okay.
10 today.
So it does take you a while to climb up. You keep slipping, but you manage to quietly kind of muffle your falls.
I am quite large.
But you do kind of, yeah. These houses are quite low compared to humanoid houses. So for you, it's kind of like climbing on top of a rather large motorhome. So you kind of climb your way up and on top of it, and you kind of look around and make a perception check, I guess. What are you looking for?
I'm looking for any other markings, perhaps a something that wasn't burned in the fire. Because it's occurred to me that whatever was here could well have burned. I think I'm looking for anything that looks like it might have survived, or anything that can anything that reminds me of home.
You spend a few minutes kind of looking around and looking down upon this scene, and you're trying to piece things together, but you don't find anything that truly catches your attention.
Can I see I can't see the basement, can I?
You can just about make out the hatch from your height, I'd say, and with that perception check.
Okay, I'm gonna try and go down there then. So are there any guards patrolling the inside?
There's about like five guards investigating in the inside of it now.
All right, you said the roofs of these these houses were damaged, right? So is there any loose roof tiles that I could yeet? I'm thinking very much, yeah.
You could probably try and dislodge a roof tile, but you judge that you'd have to be rather careful without dislodging a whole section of the roof.
Yes.
Knowing your luck in the dungeon, you're gonna hit me again.
So, are you going to try and dislodge it, or?
I have a crowbar. Can I just lob the crowbar?
You can throw the crowbar if you want.
Right.
Where are you throwing it?
I think I want to throw it. It is nighttime.
Correct.
So I think one of the stalls, like some of the stalls survived, right? Because they put out the flames.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd like to go and just try and chuck it at one of the stalls.
Okay. Could I
just cause a racket or maybe even some damage potentially?
Can I get a dex check then, please, to try and throw it?
Oh, fuck you. 10.
You throw it in the general direction of the market stall, but it kind of falls a bit short and just clangs on the ground. And some of the guards kind of look at it, immediately sees a crowbar and kind of look up and start looking around about where it could have come from.
Stupid, that was stupid. In Orcish, I'm just like muttering to myself, that was stupid. Right, yeah, I think I'm abandoning this, if that's okay.
Certainly, it's your choice.
Yeah, I'm gonna get down off the roof and try and just make my way. Is there anything in the town that might have like a map or something? Because I really want to know where New Myra is.
You can spend a few minutes looking around for a map.
Alright, cool.
So you kind of look around outside buildings and outside taverns, and eventually you do find like a kind of local village hall that has another like a large map on a board outside of it. And
Right.
Is it
you
after
have
dark
the map
already?
in your. Pardon?
Is it already nighttime?
It was-
It's late evening.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's like
So I said night. I don't know. I imagined. I don't know. I imagined more time passed than had. Okay. So from here, do I know when Newmire is?
well, you have the map in your
Cool. Yeah,
Your
I'm looking. I'm
handout.
looking at the. And I'm trying to think. There's a lot of houses. Muttering in Orcish to himself. There's a lot of houses. If I'm looking for one specific, where would I go? Where would I go? I'm reasoning in my head two possibilities. I'd want to be where the money is, but I'd also want to be somewhere I'm not found. And the basement would obviously do that for me, so maybe I just go where the money is. I'm going to head in the general direction of Newmire, and I'd like to keep a lookout for anything that looks like any place that looks like it would get a lot of money. Like, so any shop that looks impressive or something like that.
Gonna be about a 20-minute walk to get to Newmire from where you are at the moment.
That's cool. I can try and
Okay.
clear my head on that walk.
Certainly. Is there anything anyone else wants to do while all this is going on? No? Okay.
Oh, I was gonna say I kind of want to go to the shops, but
We're just at the table, right? What now?
I think the shops are closed. It's like late.
I
It's
know
late at
I'm a
night.
bit. Well, you never know. There might be some late night dodgy
Aren't
back
you
alley
st-
deals.
Aren't you still broke? Or do you just want to piggyback off of rave bar?
He's my sugar daddy now.
No, he's selling stuff. He said that
Oh.
earlier.
Yeah, I wanna
He's
sell
selling
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Um,
Right. For now, then, Rufus will continue his journey across to Newmire, taking in the evening air with every small halfling starting to go out to get drunk, or already beyond drunk and crawling out of windows from bars. And Newmire appears to be a quieter end of town, mainly for housing, for kind of more rural side of the city of Eriste. And it's quite peaceful here. The houses turn more into little cottages, and there doesn't appear to be much commerce around here, so to speak.
That's okay. Huh.
So you're
nothing
gonna have a look
catches
around
my
then?
eye. Yeah, of course.
Make either a perception or an investigation. Perception if you're kind of just looking at what the buildings are and seeing
I
what would
think
be
that's
rich, or
probably the best thing to
investigation.
do. And I got a 4. I got a 6 total.
Roll better, Chris.
I just, in Orcish, muttering to myself, like, there's something I'm missing. I know it as I just walk past the fucking diamond encrusted house.
You're looking around, and there's nothing that really stands out to you. There's not supposedly any extremely rich businesses or anything that you come across.
I have one other idea. I'm gonna try and look for another paw. Another Blackfoot
Okay.
paw. So is that another perception? Or is...
This would be investigation, and a hell of a lot of time if you're doing the whole of Newmire for a tiny paw.
No. I want to be, as in, like, walking through, doing, like, a scan, like, keeping my eye out for it, rather... Oh, no.
Oh,
is it a bot? Oh no, Lisa. Oh, no.
that's
Lisa.
Lisa.
Lisa died.
Yeah, I'd rather be, like, looking for it as I walk through rather than stopping, because I just don't know where it could be at all.
Okay, this would be another perception check there.
Yeah, can I get a decent roll? Alright, 13. It's above a 10, but only by 1.
You do. It does take a while. And you do not really find any thing to do with paws, so to speak. You can't. You reckon that it were to be more hidden rather than obvious and out in the open, even if you were looking for it.
Yeah, I think. Am I walking all the way through Newmire as I'm doing this? Am I doing the
There's
whole
a
length?
lot of. I mean, if you want to, there is a lot of Newmire.
Yeah, I meant like doing a straight line through it, rather than every single house.
Yeah.
I think
Mm.
at the edge, I'm seeing like the houses up at the top of the map.
Mhm.
As I pass those houses, what's past that?
Past that goes off into the green countryside again, and there's a small forest off in the distance. But
So it's all just countryside. Cool.
yeah,
I'm going to yeah, I think
you have passed by a few houses. There's been a few small, like local grocery shops and
okay.
a couple of taverns, but apart from that,
I know the
there's
call.
nothing that stood out.
I know how to call the vulture, right?
Mhm.
I think as I get to the edge, I kind of stop and I'm muttering to myself, trying to think of anything. I would pull out like a piece of paper and a quill, leaning against one of these houses, and I'll say, I'll write on this piece of paper. I know you're here somewhere. We just want to talk, but we can't find you. And I will put it in an envelope. No, I don't have an envelope, do I? I will like roll it up and call the vulture.
Okay, so
And
you take
hand
out
it
the
to
whistle
him.
and you blow on it. And
Do I have to give this
eventually
thing an
through,
address or something?
you have to tell the vulture who you want to send it to. And as the vulture kind of, you see the dark shapes descend down from the cloudy evening sky and lands next to you. Sorry, I didn't mean to click that.
Huh. Alright, I have one final last ditch idea. I'm going to give it to him. Remember that it needs to know where it's going. And then I'd like to dismiss it and see if I can follow where it's going. This is absolutely the last idea that I'm having.
And it begins to fly away up into the clouds and starts to soar a little bit back towards town. And eventually make a survival check to try and keep track of it.
Cool.
That's all right.
Yeah, sure.
You'll roll really well for this.
Come on. Epic.
It's above 10. Yeah. You
Well,
do.
all of Chris' sessions have been.
Rufus can't do fuck all without tarot.
Rufus
do-
can
I
do
mean-
nothing but Shaq's
I
Wasp.
mean, to be
I feel like
fair,
Rufus could.
to be
Realizing
fair,
how dumb he is.
He might be. I mean, he could have been shaking it from the face.
Oh no, his head is all over the place right now. He's racked with grievous anger.
He just approached
his
the
roles-
table first because, like, today we dance, tomorrow we fight.
Oh, God.
So aggressive, and then it's just meh. Everything about his rolls is average because his height is above average.
Compensating.
Yeah, he's tall because his rolls are shit.
So you do follow this vulture and you lose it a couple of times, but then you manage to spot it again. You're kind of darting in between houses and down alleyways and up main roads and scaring quite a few halflings who are just walking around with a pint in their hands as this tall 8-foot giant comes waddling past them looking up in the sky. But you do see it kind of lands down in the back of this building, and you look up to it, and it is a tavern. You can see, and the name of the tavern is the Black Basement.
I think, yeah, I kind of, I think I take my goggles off my head for a minute and just, like, rub my forehead, like, I passed this tavern, I saw it, and I didn't even... I take a deep breath before I open the door and enter the tavern.
Okay. As soon as you open the doors, there is immediately a staircase downwards in this kind of glimly lit,
Is there anyone
dark,
in here, or is
dingy.
it just?
You'd have to go down the stairs. You can't see anyone at the moment. It goes down
Okay.
to the stairs and then it veers off down right
Oh,
again.
kind of like a. Okay,
It's-
yeah.
Yeah, it's
I
got
descend.
wooden stairs and then these heavy set stone walls. So
Cool.
it is very difficult to fit down here. You're almost
I
like
can
having
imagine.
to crab walk on your bum down the stairs. But you get down there and there's a few people in here, quite a lot of halflings sitting around at tables, a couple drinking at the bar. It's quite calm and peaceful down here. But from your immediate view, there's no cats or anything in here.
Uh-huh. But is there a bartender, did you say?
There is a bartender, yeah. It's a halfling man who's currently pouring out pints. Short, got curly ginger hair, and a short, stubbly beard, and a very, very fine moustache that's kind of curling up at the tips.
Nice. I'm gonna approach
just
this
George.
guy. Just this enormous, freaking hulking kind of creature approaches the bar.
You kind of knock your head on a chandelier as you go past.
Oh goodness. I'm gonna like kneel, I guess, in front of the bar.
Yeah.
Fold my arms on top of it, and lean in. And I say, I'm looking for someone who I believe to be here, but does not drink. At least alcohol.
Are you talking about old Jim over there? And he points in the corner, and there's an old man sitting, like on this rocking chair, like strumming away at a little harp.
And
He
my
doesn't
head
drink anymore.
my head slowly descends onto my hands, and I'll say, What alcohols do you have?
Quite a lot of rum.
I'll take your rum, please. Something that would fit my portion.
Is it okay if I charge you extra because of your size? Sorry, we do halfling portions here.
Yes.
Usually.
Yes. I'm just like rubbing my head, like.
And he pours out this hefty dark rum into this rather large tankard that he's almost holding like a bowl, and he kind of pops it down in front of you. Goes, you look a bit down, friend. You know, just 3 copper. No, I'll pay the rest. Out my tab.
Thank you for your kindness. I'm going to basically drink this, and I think this is where I kind of stay for most of the night. Is there anywhere that they sleep, or?
There doesn't appear to be accommodation in this.
All right, that's fine. That's fine.
Make a investigation check.
Okay. Finally, a half decent roll.
Jesus!
Everyone jumped.
Huzzah!
Don't do that! My God, my heart can't take it.
In the bottom of your mug, there is a certain shape that you recognise once you finish your drink a few long minutes later.
I assume I've had like a couple at this point when I realise it.
Yeah.
Is it a Blackfoot?
Yes. At the bottom of one of your mugs.
I just sit and stare at it for a while, just trying to figure out what to do with this.
The bartender kind of notices that you're looking, and he's like, I'll put that one on your tab as well. When maybe you want a place to stay tomorrow night. We're busy tonight. And he kind of looks at you with a grin.
I look back at. Can I do I guess, investigation check on him? See if there's any like clothes or anything. Insight, sorry.
Yeah.
Something that I recognize about him.
If you're just looking at him, then just investigation. If you're doing insight, is it the same roll?
It is the same modifier, yeah.
Okay. So there's nothing particular about him that you notice until you see on his right arm there is a certain set of tattoos that appear to be a similar style to ones you are familiar with. This very ornate tribal kind of patterning.
I lean forward. I hand him back the cup, and I clear my throat and I say, tomorrow here. Will
Tomorrow.
will there? Thank you, sir. I kind of I think I just run my hand down my face and go, I am quite tired. And it will be here, yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Might not be me, but it'll be here.
Perfect. Tomorrow night is perfect. Thank you. And he's stands up is a bit of an overstatement.
Yeah. Watch your head there. Yeah.
Yes, I hurt myself already, and I'm going to basically climb the stairs up, leave the tavern, and go back to basically the tavern where everyone else is at. The unhappy goat.
Upset goats.
The upset goat. Everyone keeps getting the name wrong.
Crying sleep.
The
Guys.
sad sheep.
Sad sheep.
So,
Crying.
unless there's anything else
It's
anyone
Jack.
wants to do, you will get a very well-earned night's sleep.
Finally.
They love
Finally.
rest.
It's been so long.
Like before I go to sleep, I wanted to. Wait, was Shaq sleeping in a separate room, or was he sharing?
No, Shax was sharing with me.
All right. Were you still outside?
I'll probably be back late because I'll be like in the city, just walking around trying to see if I can find.
Okay, so like before Kendall comes back, Bongo will just come to Shax's room and like open the door slightly, just light from the hallway seeping in, and just this dark gnome with two red and glowy eyes standing here, and it's like, Tiefling, I think we have a few things that we could talk about. Specifically regarding your necklace. It seems that we're gonna be carrying more time together, and I thought we perhaps could talk more about this curious artifact of yours.
I don't know what I could tell you about it. Just kind of doesn't look like she wants to actually have a conversation. She's kind of got her head down a bit.
Well, I approach and close the door behind, and I pull out this artifact of mine with the same symbol that she has on the necklace, glowing. This started glowing only when you approached me with when this amulet got in proximity within of this device. I've been trying to figure out how this could work. It's certainly of primordial origin, but I have been unsuccessful so far. I was hoping I could find an answer on my own, but so far all I gotten is a burned basement.
I know. I can't offer anything. If I could, I'd just rip this thing off and hand it to you.
He just kind of looks disappointed. Well, in any case, if you think there is something you could perhaps tell me about it later on, perhaps recall something from the past about things like that you could have seen, or perhaps where you found it.
I already told you where I found it.
Could you remind me?
My memory is truly fleeting.
In the wild, in the west of Celaria, on the base of the western peaks.
I can't say that tells me much, but perhaps. Well, very well then, Tiefling. Have a good rest.
He says, slightly annoyed as he walks out.
The other question I wanted to ask was that did oh god, names. Did Torjan say anything about like being there in the morning if he was staying at the inn? Maybe I can ask as we're leaving. Are you sticking around?
Probably not, but we'll see where the winds take me, eh?
True. If you are not still here in the morning, safe travels, and I hope to see you soon.
Well, yes, I hope we do, and I hope we don't, if you see what I mean.
Yes, I think I get your meaning.
Yes. Your rooms are paid for, by the way. Don't have to worry about that.
You didn't have to do that.
No, I didn't, but, you know, what else am I going to spend my gold on?
What a fucking legend.
Very true. Safe travels, friend.
I shall. And he taps his staff down on the ground and fades away into a white mist.
Oh, now that's what you call a wizard.
And like just before like closing the door, Bungo like looks over his shoulder and is like, and like with an arm.
Oh, and Tiefling.
What?
We never spoken. And if anyone else asks you about the amulet that's outside of the team, don't say a word. Trust me, only this kind of artifacts don't have a good reputation around here, especially around folk like the guy downstairs. I can't
Would you tell me what the fuck I've just gotten myself into? What have I gotten myself into by picking this thing up? Tell me now.
I've told
What
you.
I just saw right now has something to do with this, and I'm not prepared to handle it.
Calm yourself. You don't want anyone else hearing this. Well, like I've told you, I don't know. All I know is of primordial origin. And this is about what all that I've gathered during this first godforsaken month I spent in this shitty friggin' basement. But in any case,
what are you two arguing about?
Nothing. You heard nothing.
And I close the door behind me.
Oh,
So now a peaceful night's sleep after that.
Actually, I'm so sorry. Can I? Shax is gonna kind of wait around to just see if she can hear Rufus coming back at all.
Rufus takes his time to return, probably a couple of hours after he left, maybe more.
It's very heavily staggered footsteps.
Yeah.
I'm not that drunk. I only had a few.
Yeah. You hear a massive bonk on the door frame before.
Oh no. No, I'd like to walk in. I'm still very much in my own little world, and it's quite obvious to outsiders that I'm muttering to myself in Orcish, and I don't even really see Shax until I'm like, are you on the stairs or?
I think just comes out, just kind of stands on the stairs. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Until I'm literally like 2 steps below you, and I look up.
Are you okay?
Rufus doesn't reply for a second before, and then he just kind of nods, like, quickly.
Are you sure? I was going to check on her, but I didn't know how you'd feel about that.
No, thank you for your concern. I'll need to do some thinking, but I am fine.
Well, if you're not, you can talk to me.
I had one goal, one thing that I pledged myself when we left home. That I would not let anything happen to Taro. And sniff slightly. And that seems to be the one thing I cannot do.
You can't. Not everything is going to go your way, but that doesn't mean you can't try. I tried and it didn't work.
What is the point in trying if you fail?
Because if you don't try, you don't succeed.
I think my one eye kind of meets her gaze for a second, and I like nod affirmatively.
I know you care about her a lot, and I know you're going to keep trying. I just want to make sure that you're okay.
Thank you.
Jax
Thank
just
you for
goes back-
your kind words.
Jax just goes back to her room.
I think Rufus goes back to his Taro's, and I think for a little while before he sleeps, he meditates, but then he eventually does fall asleep with everyone else.
Certainly. Anyone else like to do anything before we sleep?
You know, I kind of needs a long ass rest.
Certainly.
We all need a long ass
So,
rest.
you may have your long ass rest.
So Ollie,
A long
I
ass
wanted to
rest.
do something.
Well, that's a real shame. Would you look at
Yo,
that?
it's midnight. I want to wake up real quick.
No, I'm sorry, guys. We are mid long ass rest,
Yeah.
and yeah.
We're gonna jeopardize our long rest. if
Guys,
we,
I do want to
continue.
say that it's incredibly cute to see the party like start caring more about each other,
Mm.
and it just
Even-
makes me incredibly happy. Like
Even
Shaq,
Bongo in his own little way.
Also, Shax, this is the most you've talked in the entire campaign, I believe.
I know, for a second I thought this might just be a repeat of the first session where she just says barely anything.
She's
But
coming
no,
out of her shell.
So,
She's
I
coming
was
out
just
of her
thinking
shell.
about it, just like, no, there are some
Fine.
prompts here that she
Ollie,
could act on.
stop! I wanted to make that joke.
So, the morning sun rises and you hear heavy rainfall on the roof above you. It's a reasonably bright but showery day. And
Is there a
You all
rainbow?
feel- you're inside. You all feel extremely vitalized after that very necessary rest, because everything has happened in the past 3 sessions has actually happened in one day. I've just realised.
Yeah.
Oh my god! What
Oh
a
my.
day, bro!
Oh my god!
So
That's a long day.
fish and witches in the morning, and fire and demons in the evening.
No, the afternoon.
Oh, sorry, the
Actually, also in the afternoon,
There's
there's
a
cabbage,
wizard.
cheese,
Other
and
stuff.
bad attempts
Yeah.
at swindling.
Attempted robbery, an attempted bank robbery.
And one cabbage.
Oh my goodness.
But yeah.
Procedure to cabbage.
You all awaken, bones aching a little bit, a few burns here and there, but
If you burned, Heimdall had his entire body ripped apart.
You'll be
What?
fine.
Yeah,
Fine, man.
I need you.
yeah, it's fine.
Arrow still sleeps.
Tara sleeps very hard and
Yes.
very long. Oh no.
There's a cat, it makes sense.
the day is once again yours.
Shops! Shopping! I wake up like upright and I'm like, shops! And I say it in like the most British accent ever.
Right, I hang on, guys. I might have to shoot. I'm sorry. I know it's early, but I might have to run off. I'm sorry, very sorry.
Oh, okay.
So basically, if we're doing shopping episode, I
know what you want.
yeah,
You'll fund
Ollie
him.
knows. Ollie knows what I want and
Fund
what I'm going
Heinval.
to do. So if that's the case, I will just follow Heinval. Right. Thank you very much, guys, and I will see you next week. I think, hopefully.
Bye,
Possibly me,
Raven.
possibly
Peace
not
out.
me.
Peace
see.
out. Bye.
See
See you,
ya.
George.
Quick, sort out
You
the
gotta fix the
overlay.
stream, yeah.
Fixing the overlay's harder than you think.
Does
There's
anybody
9 people
need
in the
Do you want me
room.
to just
Maybe?
pull? Yeah. Do you want me to pull my other?
Yes.
account
Oh,
here or
quick.
something?
Bring it
You
out
want me to
in
pull
quick.
my alt? Okay. It might take a second. Hold on.
Do we just continue?
Do we still have the Raver pick? I think.
Yes, I do have it. I do have that. 1 second. Yeah.
Initiate.
Initiate Revar leaving protocol.
Initiate Reval.
There you go. Is this good?
Perfect. It worked. Let's go. Quick fix.
Chicken.
Easy mode, guys.
All right. I think when I wake up, I wait at the bottom of the stairs. For Kendall.
Oh shit, that's me. I'm probably up earlier than you, aren't I? Because you're home late and I only need 4 hours of sleep.
That could be true, yeah.
So I'm probably already sitting at the bar. I've ordered a goat's milk. How expensive was that again?
I think. Oh
Like a
god.
copper?
We'll say it's 2 copper pieces for now, as it's their speciality. But you have been very honourable customers to him, and
And
you bought a large meal
incredibly
last
nice
night.
this time.
You sure you don't want another fireball?
I do not want to touch another fireball. I'm probably just sitting at the bar drinking goat's milk, just vibing in my own head.
In that case, I joined them. Use the right pronoun. I joined them at the bar, sit next to, and I sniff slightly to just like smell that it's goat's milk and not normal milk. I assume it has a certain smell to it. I don't know. I don't drink goat's milk.
Me neither.
and I say, I see you eat from the small creatures.
I want to like jump up, like, oh shit. What?
I just like gesture to your milk. That is not from a cow.
No. They have a goat here, so I thought I might as well like use it.
Right? Yes.
You know?
Yes, I understand. Do you wish to stay true to our training together?
Yeah, of course. We'll in your words, we'll fight.
Thank you. I'm sure I have much to learn from you.
I hope you're not doing that in here.
Of course not, sir. Of course not.
Okay. Thank you.
I love to imagine that they said that synonymously.
We just start throwing chairs and drinks.
No, at the same time, we're just like, no, of course not, and he just looks so suspicious.
I kind of like bow my head respectfully, and like get up, and I say, we will fight on your terms, wherever you deem fit.
I mean, if we could find a place where it's not as wet as outside.
Yeah, I was going to ask that.
Because I would rather not fight in the rain.
No, that wouldn't work. Never mind.
What?
Well, I was going to suggest.
I got an umbrella.
No. I was gonna suggest
attach an umbrella to your back.
No, I was gonna suggest the basement, but then I remembered that it's very low. So yeah, like low ceilings. So maybe not there.
Can I just look at the bartender? Like, do you know any place where like we could train for a little while?
What, like fighting?
Yeah, but we won't make a mess, I promise. It's just mostly techniques and such. So we won't actually fight.
I mean, I can't say I personally do a lot of fighting myself. I mean, you could. There's not really many, places that are dry if that's what you're looking for. It's kind of raining.
Fine. I don't mind doing it out in the rain if that's the only option.
I mean,
as you wish.
I'll just say to Rufus.
You've been good to me, so you could use the garden if you want. But the goat is out there, so just be careful.
We'll be very careful with the goat. I love the milk that came from the goat, so we'll be nice.
Okay.
Yes.
Don't. If you break anything, you're paying for it. Just saying.
Yeah, of course.
This is perfectly understandable. Thank
You
you,
go
sir.
into the garden, roll initiative.
Yeah. I don't know how we're gonna do
Goat
this.
attacks you.
I don't know how you want us to do this, to be honest.
Ollie, how do we
I
train?
suggested this entirely in roleplay, not really ready for the mechanics.
Not me neither.
Well, we'll see what everyone else is doing first, and then
Alright, yeah,
we'll
it's perfectly
go over
right.
to that. That isn't going out shopping. If anyone wants to do anything in the tavern to start with.
So I want to start with just staying in my room after I wake up and looking over the artifact again. Because the first of the runes that's already lit up is the heart in primordial.
Mhm.
What do the others say?
A lot of the other runes that are not lit up don't make too much sense to you at the moment. And as you make an intelligence check.
Intelligence check. All right. That's a 10. That's a 10.
10.
Yeah.
You recall somewhat that this rune, before it was lit up, it almost seemed to not be primordial before, and it was some unwritten, unspoken language, a mess of symbols before. But now that it's lit up, it seems to have morphed into something that you can understand.
All right. So no, so no way to foresee it before I can actually find it. But how do I find it if I don't know what it's called?
You get the sense that it is some kind of language, but you do not know what.
Well, perhaps some of the team members would recognize this, but who is trustworthy enough to ask? The candle is probably, Ares, this fellow is probably not very fond of me. Rufus, I doubt that giant knows anything. Perhaps Taro could tell, but unfortunately she doesn't seem to be in her best condition. Shucks doesn't seem to know anything at all, although she's very distressed about it anyway. Heinville, I doubt he knows anything about this, and Raver, I think the first thing he'll say when I ask him about this, he'll just announce it to the whole city. Well, I guess I'll have to find it out on my own.
Certainly. So, we'll go back to Ares and Rufus then. So he lets you out into this kind of very small garden that has along the side is kind of like a few rows of large barrels, and then it's kind of like a small fenced off garden in this kind of packed little area, and there's a few houses that surround it. But there is a goat tied to a post at the side of the garden that's kind of just munching on some grass at the moment. There's a few
Ollie,
buckets around, a few pails. Yeah.
as we walk out, I kind of want to just look at the barman and like say, did anyone come by during the night?
Come by.
Like just leave a note or something? Or
Not that I can recall.
okay, that's too bad.
I can ask my staff if you want, but she won't be here
that
till
would be
later.
nice.
Yeah, she'll be
could you do
she'll
that
be back
for me?
around this evening.
Yeah, thank you very much. And then I walk with Rufus outside.
It
As,
is raining, and it makes
yeah.
the ground a little bit muddy, but there is a few bits of grass that still poke through the mud.
I mean, I grew up in the forest. I think I'll be
yeah.
fine.
I wear sandals. I'll be fine. Yeah. So I think as I get outside, I take out my punch blades and then I say, weapons or no weapons.
I mean, I don't really know how punch blades work, but I could teach you how to work nunchucks.
All right then.
Please don't spill any blood on my garden.
Yeah, I meant more like, are we using weapons or are we not using weapons?
I mean, either way. What do you want to train? Like, what's the plan?
I think I just want to spar with you, get to understand how you fight a little bit better.
Just honestly, it's just punching.
All right. In that case, I'd like to practice punching. And then I put the punch blades away.
I put my nunchucks away too then.
Okay.
Ollie, how do we train?
Yeah, how does this work?
Well, if you're just doing it casually, like not going full on ham and strategical, you can just kind of chat back and forwards while you're like, practicing punching at each other, or we can do rolls for it. It's up to you.
I would be happier to do rolls, I think.
I mean,
Okay.
either way. Are we doing it to do damage? I think not, right?
No, Rufus is... Okay, so what happens is Rufus assumes this boxer-like position.
Okay.
Closes his eyes and takes a deep breath in. Tries to clear his mind, but he can't. Like, there's something that he just can't really shake. He holds his breath for a second, but yeah, and then he exhales and opens his eyes again.
You
Yeah.
good?
So I'll get both of you to roll initiative quickly,
All right.
just to see who goes first.
So,
Oh.
I think that might be me.
Yeah, Kendall, you'll go
Kendall's
first.
go
Do you
first.
get your normal turn of combat? But if you're pulling your punches, i.e. not intending to do much damage, each punch just counts as 1 damage.
Okay, we'll do that because I don't want to actually hurt him.
Okay.
Are you
It's up to you.
I mean, you can try to do damage.
I love the confidence.
If you want to deal damage,
Yeah.
you can. You can do your standard monk unarmed
Yeah.
attacks.
I'd like to, yeah.
You can do that. I will.
Okay.
Does a 23 hit?
That hits.
Okay, so immediately Kendall, kind of as you've taken your deep breath in and out, Kendall suddenly up in your face and she uppercuts you straight to the lower rib.
Yay, Ollie.
They, is what I said, uppercuts you straight to the lower rib and it's like immediately takes the wind out of you and it catches you by surprise.
I don't want to do my second attack. I just want to step back and like show me your moves.
So that's 1 damage, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Alright.
You can do full damage if you want.
Okay. I stumble for a second before like rolling my shoulders and regaining my composure. I'm going to throw one, like the pulled punch variant.
Okay, certainly.
Yeah, that's a 9.
That doesn't hit.
Right. In retaliation, you kind of walk forwards and you kind of swing at her, but you swing at them, but they manage to quickly duck out the way, and your punch goes just short.
Then they're looking like very smug. Try again.
You can
I'll use the
actions and all
bonus
that.
action attack then, I suppose.
Yep.
That's another fucking 3. Yep.
Gonna-
Jump the other side.
Yeah, out of
I think
anger
this
of
one's an
missing.
elbow
Yeah.
that's just like fucking
Yeah.
stuffed.
Yeah, out of kind of anger at missing, you kind of swing your elbow back round to try and hit them, but again they quickly jump out the way.
All right, I guess it's your turn, Kendall.
I punch you again. This is how it's done.
Okay. That's yep. Oh god.
In retaliation,
Your armor class, by the way.
16.
Mine is 19.
I know it is.
retaliation, Ares kind of swings their fist up and clocks you right in the stomach again, like on the other side this time.
I'm going to try and spin around and hit with like a backhand, with like a bare position hand, I guess.
Mhm.
Oh, that's better. It's 24.
Okay, yeah, that will hit. Pull punch again.
It's a pulled punch. It's a pulled punch.
Yeah.
Yep.
So you expect it this time, so you kind of reposition yourself and you swing your hand back around and clock them right across the side of the cheek, letting out a satisfying slap sound.
Yeah, I think I used the momentum for the bonus attack and
Yeah.
but this one's like a full punch, misses.
Yeah, so kind of almost out of excitement, out of hitting them, you kind of bring your fist back round and you go in to punch them in the stomach, but you're kind of getting a little ahead of yourself and they kind of predict it quite easily and quickly leap backwards.
I let out a grunt of annoyance at myself.
You're
something
getting
orcish
better. You're
again.
getting better. It's gonna be okay.
I nod. Yeah.
Okay.
That's it. Yep.
Retaliation. Ares kind of buckles back round and clocks you on the side of the rib, but only this time, only just hitting, and as you kind of see it coming, but just not quite quick enough to move out of the way.
Can I do my bonus action?
Certainly.
Oh yeah.
As you dodge out of the way of the first one, they suddenly come back with another punch that you don't quite see coming. They kind of clock you across the side of the arm. It kind of makes your arm go numb for a second.
You see, Rufus grits his teeth.
I'm just making him angry at this point. That's the plan.
Yeah.
Come on, you can do better than that.
He lunges back in, and like his usual calm composure seems to kind of melt away a little bit, and he's like throwing himself a little bit more into this. So yep, the lunge fails. I keep rolling threes.
Out of anger, he kind of flails wildly at you with one fist. It doesn't quite connect.
This one I'm going to try and kick out for the second one. Oh, fuck off! It was almost an 18.
Oh my god, these rolls today.
Hey, can I lower my armor class by stopping through?
No.
If you let him punch you, you don't need to roll to hit.
Hey, can I say that the last one hit me because I let it hit me without it being obvious that I let it hit me?
You'd have to roll a deception check then to try and play off like you didn't.
And Rufus would have to roll.
Does 15 work?
What's your passive insight, Rufus?
My passive insight is 12.
Okay, so your second strike somehow manages to connect with them, and it's quite a pleasant surprise, and it's kind of a satisfying thud as you catch her in the lower torso. Ah!
Ollie, you're doing very well.
Yeah, you're doing fine. Yeah, I guess that's my turn then, isn't it?
That's a bit better. I punch again.
Nice. Riveting.
Ooh.
Ooh. So, on the back of that, Ares makes a swing at you, and you see this one coming. You duck out the way once again. Kind of feel the anger burning in you, and you're kind of getting more into the battle.
Good.
Right. Are you taking the second one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh god.
And once again, another swing your way. You manage to block this time. You put your fist up strong, and it kind of connects, and it's almost painful to punch for Ares.
Yeah, I'd like to kind of use the momentum that they've put into that punch, grab their arm, and basically try and knee them in the stomach. If that makes sense.
Okay, go for it.
Once again, trying to pull it a little bit. Oh, no.
Almost.
He jumps over my knee.
Just misses the stomach as you try and pull them in. Almost connecting.
Alright, I'm gonna go for a headbutt this time. Oh, no.
Oh, so close.
Nearly connecting that one as well. It comes within an inch before they kind of tilt their head backwards.
Yeah, the muscles are starting to properly tense now. You can see some veins bulging.
We'll do a couple more rounds.
Yeah.
Yeah. I hit again.
Oh, yeah. Was that a crit?
Yeah. So that would be 2 damage, that one. Yeah.
Alright.
So, in retaliation, they almost swing back their hand and connect with the side of your jaw right in the pressure point, and you can feel the shock kind of emanate through your head, and it rings.
Good
Yeah.
lord, Lisa, give some of those rolls to us. Jesus.
Can I borrow some of those?
I wouldn't
That
look
is
surprised
bullying at
like,
this
the
point.
strength of that punch. I was like, oh shit, that was not intent to be that hard. I just want to
Alright.
say, you good?
I just let out a bellow of "Ah!" and I'm going to go ahead and rage.
Oh,
Go
shit.
for it.
Wait, did you
Uh,
multi-class?
I did.
I mean,
So
if
you
we're going
rage.
in rage, I want to use my spells.
That's okay. But firstly, I'm gonna take my unarmed strike. Oh fuck me! All right, that's a wait.
So close.
I get advantage on strength checks plus 2 melee damage. Yeah, okay, so that doesn't hit. I'll take the second one. Basically, it's just punch after punch. That is a hit. Yes, I'm not pulling the
Yes.
punches anymore.
So you kind of go into this angered rage, and you kind of swing. The first one missing, the second one catching.
And I'm
Healing.
also going to spend 1 key point to take the flurry of blows.
Okay.
Yeah, Rufus is done fucking around. Okay.
Is
he's
that
not
is
done
the
fucking
rage
around.
damage added onto that? On
Oh, it's plus 2 as well. Yes, it is plus 2.
Yes.
So that's 7 damage.
For the next attack coming in just misses once again. And you see Rufus is almost kind of angrily flailing at you at this point. Something that Rufus hadn't really let go before.
Yeah, it's just a lot of pent up anger. You see the veins on his neck is just bulging. He's grunting with every attempt to hit you. Go ahead, Kendall, your turn.
Okay, I want to do an arm strike. Fuck.
Kendall, kind of almost taken aback by this sunburst of anger, kind of tries and gets in a punch, but is almost too intimidated to hit at this point.
And then I want to do a key point. No, yeah, I want to do a key point for 2 more unarmed strikes. That misses 2. Oh my
It's
god.
just like so many blows are happening between everyone.
As this rage comes out of Rufus, you try and retaliate, but the sudden outburst is almost quite intimidating, and you're finding yourself slipping.
Alright,
Rufus.
I take it this is going to be the last round?
We'll see.
Okay. Oh, nat 20!
Oh fuck!
Jesus.
Alright,
Raging
this,
fucking
this,
bull.
one is, this one is a flying kick. I've decided.
Okay. After Kendall misses all their punches, suddenly Rufus jumps up and leaps and flying kicks them in the side of the head. That would be 11
Somersault.
damage.
Yeah.
Oh god, I'm down to 4.
Well, it's the morning.
Oh my
And
god!
you see this crack. You hear this crack from the side of Kendall's jaw.
I don't.
Suddenly,
Can I roll deception to still look incredibly smug? Like I expected that. That was all my plan all along.
Disadvantage.
right, we'll see after what Rufus does.
Alright, okay. I'm gonna take the second one.
Oh no, stop! I'm at 4 health.
That's a 23.
That
It's
hits.
all non-lethal. It's all non-lethal. I'm not out to actually kill you. Is that okay, DM? Is it just
That's fine.
yeah?
You're a
Alright.
bitch.
I think with this one, I begin to realize you're actually getting hurt, and so I do pull it a little bit. Can I just do half damage on this?
I'll allow it, yeah.
Alright, I will roll, but then it'll half damage. So
Well,
That would be 10 halved to 5.
Yeah. Anyways, I'm at -1.
Oh.
Alright.
Kendall just
One
fucking
punch
shuts us
cracked
out.
Kendall across the head, and their body just goes into the mud.
I think as this happens, Rufus, that rage just ends immediately, and I'm just, oh fuck. I think I immediately just check their pulse.
They're fine.
I
Just
just like
like
breathe I just breathe a sigh of relief and just like sit down like next to them. I get up, go back inside, like kind of hurriedly, and I'm just like dripping wet all onto this like assuming willy wooden floor. With this, and I just like slam my fist onto the bar table, and politely I'm just like, can I order 4 more goat milks, please?
And I know it's a bit early, but I think on that note we will be ending tonight's session.
Oh god, man. I'm sorry. I never expected it
Next
to get
time
like
I'm doing
that.
full damage.
Next time, yes.
Kendall
Honestly,
Kendall
if I get
freaking
full damage,
beams.
I would have killed him in 3 turns.
I know. I'm
The
sorry.
amount of hits I had.
Kendall beamed Rufus for half the combat, and then just freaking Rufus goes like, "Argh," and then freaking
Oh god.
beats the shit
Oh
out of
god.
him.
Yeah. I'm honestly.
I don't think that was the intention. I don't think that was the intended effect.
No,
Well,
I never
um,
intended to actually kill. I never
Thank
intended to
you.
actually knock you out.
Thank you to all the viewers for watching.
Yes,
we will
thank
be
you.
returning next week. I'm not sure if we'll have everyone again, but we'll have some of us, and obviously me. Some of us will be continuing doing games of some sort, or maybe other things at some point this week. Look out for the Twitter for that, because it changes all the time. Thank
We
you to
cannot do a
the players
schedule.
for joining me. See you all
Yeah.
around. Take care.
Next
Bye.
week, be patient with us.
Also,
It's gonna be
also
stuff.
VOD is getting published in
Yes,
a few moments.
VOD today
First VOD.
or tomorrow.
Sometime, and then we're gonna start
Hooray.
uploading
Check
them
it
more
out on
regularly.
YouTube.
Yeah.
Yes. Awesome.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.